So in Solea Buleria we have the placement of the chords. Right, where the chords are placed. And this is very important because your question for the magazine this time about where those chords are located, well, you know that this came up historically because Paco changed that before chords were only falling on 10 and it sounds very flat, means it would be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it sounds totally limited or very flat, not a very sophisticated thing. So Paco changed it for ending in 9.5, 9 and sometimes even 8.5 different things. But basically, in fact, if you search Paco de Lucia, the only true innovator of flamenco contemporary guitar, the very first video talks about this thing because this changed completely forever or reinvented the way it was remate there in flamenco. And this example here in Solea Buleria in 12-beat rhythm is very interesting, I think. So I suggest that you work with, say we have two chords here, let's say in this key, the key of F sharp minor, we have two chords, namely D and C sharp 7 flat 9. So this is a flat 6, this is a flat 7 flat 9. And here these two, we will locate them on 3 and then 9.5, which is, this sounds good. Let me tell you the first thing you can do. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now let's say that we play this thing in 3.5 and 9.5, which happened many times in Paco's music. Let's see how it would be. 3.5 D and 9.5 C sharp 7 flat 9. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Feel the chords again. 9. question was where to locate them rhythmically. And I will answer also your other question about the implementation of the sharp 4 degree, sharp 4 major, major 7. But first, let's talk about this first question you placed about the locating rhythmical placement, place of the chords in the rhythm. And this can be either for the main 2 chords, namely flat 6 and fifth 7, flat 9. That can be either 3 for the flat 6 or 3.5, and 9.5 for the other is okay. That would be a good idea. So let's try to play this interactive a little bit so that you get the whole thing properly. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's play on 3.5 and 9.5. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 1, 2, 3, 9. Regarding this topic of the locating the chords. And the other thing you asked me about, the implementation of the chord degree sharp 4, major, major 7, substitute of the 4 minor, or 4 minor, 4 inversion. And this is quite a very sophisticated modal innovation, which you can hear when the melodic phrase is there, even when the chord C is not there, sharp. Right? See the contour? It's there. Even if the chord is not there. So you can play it over the E chord, the modal thing. Or it can also have this nuance 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. In fact, that's what you are hearing when you listen to the phrase, the whole melodical stuff, even if the chord is not there. And it's even better, because if you play the chord, you don't have to play the chord C major to fit that, to fit the sharp 4 major. You can play it directly over the flat 6 or the 4 minor, which in either case is the inferior relative minor. Remember that there are 2 relative minors. Every song, namely in this case, the first degree, main chords, tonic, song, subdominant song, 4th degree, and then the dominant song is surrounded by 2 chords located at the inferior, by the minor third, by the third, down or up, and those are called relative minors. Well, generally, people know more the inferior relative minor. When I say inferior, it's because the fourth degree, or actually when you have C major, right here, the 2 chords that are the third above and below this chord, the one that is generally known as the relative minor is the inferior relative minor. Inferior, why? Because it's A minor. So A minor is located 1 minor third below the C. While E minor, or the other, this is another relative minor of C, also E, that one is located at the ascendant third. So we have C major, and then the chords going by thirds. In the upper third we get E minor, which would be the superior relative minor, and A minor located at the minor third below the chord, which is A minor. And because it's the same, when we are playing flat 6, 7, say here in F sharp minor, we are playing D chord, this one, this D chord pianist use the inferior relative minor, I mean the B minor, you can drop that phrase based on the sharp for major 7. It doesn't matter that the chord is not there. You can play it, and in fact you should play it because it sounds better. And if you just play the chord now, look, I will play you 2 or 3 phrases, and you put the chord, just the flat 6 on the 4 minor, and you see the effect. You see, it's perfect for creating color on the stuff. These things we will progressively, we can see this stuff in harmony lessons, and this is a very specific question for the magazine because it's related to harmony and to the intermediate level 3 of Solea, and the things we are doing about knowing all the degrees that match with which scale match what and all this, because it is part of the vocabulary, and unless we know this, how we will become composers one day? We need to study on that. So thank you very much for participating in the magazine, and I'll see you next time.